A new development in a Spokane case could put a murderer back on our streets. It took decades for detectives to track down the killer of 15-year-old Linda Straight. R.B. Dean Williams was sentenced to 20 years for the 1982 murder.
But now, 13 years in, he could be paroled. Her family is speaking up and asking the community to do the same thing. When DNA evidence links William to Linda's death, he was already a convicted sex offender, serving time for a 1983 rape in Spokane Valley. KXLY4's Caroline Rourke working for you tonight with Linda's family's concerns.
Aaron, last week we were the only station to tell you about a violent sexual predator being released to this community. And after that story aired, we were contacted by a family who'd been victimized by a different sexual predator. The family of Linda Straight, a 15-year-old girl who was walking here to the Safeway on Monroe and Francis when she was abducted, raped, and murdered back in 1982. Her family wanted us to know that her killer is set to appear before a parole board in a couple months, just 13 years into a 20-year sentence.
All we can do is what the law allows us to do and hope that this brings them some closure. They've been waiting for 20+ years to know who murdered their daughter and to hear that person say they did it, and they did achieve that today.
That's Spokane County Deputy Prosecutor Kelly Fitzgerald back in 2006, shortly after R.B. Dean Williams pleaded guilty to second-degree murder for killing Linda in 1982. Court documents indicate Linda was sexually assaulted, and DNA evidence is what eventually connected Williams to the murder, but he was not convicted of rape or any sexual assault charge in this case. It remained unsolved for more than 20 years until that new DNA technology finally put the pieces together for investigators. At the time of his arrest, Williams was serving, as you mentioned, an 11-year sentence at McNeil Island for kidnapping 2 other girls and raping one of them in 1983. In 2006, Williams was sentenced to 20 years maximum with the possibility of parole. Now 13 years in, he's scheduled to appear before a parole board this April to the distress of Linda Straight's family and to others in this community. They have launched a campaign called Justice for Linda Straight. They are asking the community to send letters to the Indeterminate Sentencing Review Board, who will make the decision in R.B. Dean Williams' case. We'll keep you updated. In Spokane, I'm Caroline Rourke, KXLY4 News. We will be right back.